It's Christina Kay broadcasting live at the studio at the Paramount with Fitz from Fitz and The Tantrums.
What's happening?
Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for, first of all, coming by the studio and also giving us a little performance before you guys head on to the big stage tonight.
Oh, our pleasure. I love doing the acoustic thing. One, because I don't have to dance my butt off, but I love doing the songs in a broken down form. It's just...
it's awesome.
It's just a cool, intimate way. We don't usually get to play in front of like a small crowd like that anymore. So I love it.
We loved it too. I think your son loved it the most, though.
He was. They're visiting here. We're on a 6-week run, and my wife and kids came out to New York. So it's a precious couple of days with them. And he loves to be a roadie, and he works backstage with us, so he loves it.
He was working those dance moves too.
He has definitely got some dance moves.
Did he get them from Dad?
Yes.
Nice. So we'll see that on stage tonight at the Paramount then.
Lots of awkward white guy dancing happening for sure.
We've had a lot come through this stage. I think Gavin DeGraw holds the record for it right now, so maybe you could top him.
Oh, Gavin. Wild man Gavin.
Well, we're really excited to have you guys because you guys are so fun, but what I love about you guys is that your lyrics have so much meaning too, that maybe a lot of people, they hear some of your radio songs and they don't realize how deep your music can get.
Yeah, well, I think, look, when you're writing a record, you got to write about what's real and what's happening in your life. And on All the Fields album, our 4th album that we just released this fall, there's songs that deal with anxiety and depression. But at the same time, people know us as a band that you want to dance to our music. So it's like, okay, how am I going to talk about this thing? And perfect example is I Just Want to Shine, our latest single. The chorus is super uplifting, but the verse starts out, good night stress, I'll see you in the morning. I don't got to guess, I know you'll always be there for me. So it's just talking about that real thing that I think people can relate to, which is everyone deals with stress, anxiety, sometimes depression, and how do you talk about that? And the chorus to me is sort of my pep talk almost to myself. It's like, how are you going to live your day today despite all that?
You know how many people you probably inspired with that too, knowing that they have control over their mindset when they wake up in the morning too?
It's interesting. You write a song in a bubble, you put it out in the world, and you don't know what reaction it has. And we just played the other night in DC, and this woman came up to me and she just told me this story of how she had been suffering from depression, was going through a bad divorce, and that our songs off this new album were the only thing that saved her. And
wow.
And you're just like, oh, right, you make something and then people take it into their lives and it can mean so much to somebody. And that's why I think you can never forget the power that music can have for someone.
Absolutely, because it's a healing power for you writing the song and then for all your fans and listeners too.
Exactly.
That's amazing. And All the Feels is incredible. 17 songs on this album.
It's a big one.
That's a big one. Was it a larger number and then you cut it down to 17, or was that all the songs that you wrote for it?
Oh, no. I mean, the last 2 records especially, I think we've written between 80 and 100 songs for each album, because I think one of the biggest mistakes artists make, especially once they have a little bit of success, is that every idea they do is great. So it's sort of like I'm my harshest critic and write a lot of songs, and you sit with them, and the good ones, sort of the cream rises to the top, and then you start to see a vision of what the record is sort of wanting to tell you it wants to be about.
Yeah.
And this one, at the end of the day, we had too many songs that we couldn't just not put out. So we thought, it's our 4th album. Why not? 17 albums. Here we go.
I love it. I absolutely love all the songs on there. And I didn't know until you said it backstage that your son and some of the other kids are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, yeah. They're
That's
all.
so
We
fun.
brought them all into the studio for a fun day. They all did the count off. It's a good time.
What was harder, actually writing that song or getting them to record that part of the song?
Definitely recording that. It's like wrangling cats, as anybody with kids knows.
What is your creative process like as a band, though? Is it like the music first, the lyrics first?
Every song, what I love is every song has a different journey. Some songs start with a beat. Sometimes it's a melody in somebody's head. It just sort of depends. Sometimes I have this old piano that I grew up playing that's in my studio, and I might just sit there and find a couple chords that just really move me or inspire me. So every time's different.
Now, going back a couple of albums with The Walker, whose idea was it to whistle? Because you're a superb whistler. I'm very jealous.
It is mine because I'm a pretty darn good whistler. I'm not going to lie. And actually, before any of the lyrics, any of the melody was written, I had this little keyboard part, and I started whistling, and I came up with that whistle, and I was like, that whistle is obnoxious. It's really sticky, as we say. And that's what started the song.
It's so fun because we try to whistle along in the studio when we're playing it, and nothing. It's just nothing comes out.
Air.
Did it ever happen on stage, or maybe the whistle didn't go as
try and
planned?
do that in high altitude in Colorado or in the deep desert.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Oh man! At least with hand clap, you're gonna clap.
Those hands
maybe.
usually they work.
Which is so fun. It must be so fun for you, especially in an intimate setting where you could see everyone clapping and dancing along.
For sure.
Now, hand clap, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, has been used as a lot of unofficial anthems. Like, I think the NFL, American Idol use it. What's the weirdest thing that you heard that the song was a part of?
Oh, well, and I think I posted it on my personal Instagram one day. There's, because that song went to Korea, became huge. Then it went to China, and it became massive in China. And there's like 3 billion streams of that song just in China alone. And I posted on my Instagram, which is just Fitz, this guy that did his own cover of the song, but where people sort of, it's like multiple screens and they sing one part, they hum the bass line, they sing the drum part. And it's this Chinese guy doing his own cover of Hand Clap, and it might be my favorite thing ever.
I'm really intrigued to watch this after you.
It's on my Instagram, Fitz.
That's awesome. Would you say that some of your songs are like bigger overseas than they are here, or?
That song has had a life on its own. It's getting huge in Japan now. The song just never goes away. It's had like this 4-year journey. Hand Clap has definitely been the song that's reached further around the world than any other one. But what's cool now is 4 albums. We've got a lot of songs. Now we have to pick and choose. We can't play them all every night, so it's a good problem to have.
Do we cover all 17 tonight, or how do we?
Well, we give now we have 4 albums. It's a couple from the first, some from the second, some from the third, some from the fourth. It's a mix of all of them. That's a good problem to have, though. Try to figure out what songs to play on stage. Absolutely. And they're all crowd favorites. I mean, before the couple of songs you did, it was so fun. Thank you guys for doing that and now performing tonight. This isn't your first time here, though, at the Paramount. It's at least our 3rd time. It's like home now for you. 4th. Maybe we love it here. We love having you here, and thanks for coming by, and thanks for all you guys have done with your music. Seriously, the fun stuff, the deep stuff. We absolutely love playing you guys. Really, really appreciate that. So thank you. Thank you. Big jump bell.